Hi and welcome chart artists. Are we going to hit this resistance here where we also have a monthly gap to be filled, or are we coming down first at 47,393, testing these highs for possible bounce for then continuation to the upside? Also, Whale Fund Capital writes, just in, Elon Musk teased the possibility of Doge payments on X. Will this be Doge's time to rise and have that explosive momentum to the upside? We'll analyze the price here together, and as always, for you, my community, the first link down in the description where you can sign up to trade on Bybit, one of my favorite exchanges, and get 20% off reduction in your fees for the next 30 days. Go down into the description right now, sign up and come trade with me. Right, let's go through a little bit of market sentiment. Massive Bitcoin symbol projected on the wall inside German parliament. Okay, bullish. Still very bullish news at the moment inside social media. Bitcoin miners have been the most aggressive sellers in 2024 and is likely the main cause of the sell pressure since the ETF launch. Okay, but I also think it's together with Grayscale, where people sold a lot of their Grayscales to participate in the ETF. So I don't think it's just the miners selling, but nevertheless the good news is that their wallets balances are approaching historical lows now. Up next, this is quite an interesting thing that I saw. Lower time frame looks like a reaccumulation to me. Okay, so when you look at this little structure over here and the current price action of Bitcoin, it looks very similar, where we've had the up, we've had the momentum here to the upside, we've had the correction down here to the downside. Not exactly the same, but also a creek channel, and then we formed this little spring here to the downside, currently retesting the spring as support, and we will translate that back into the price of Bitcoin. Stay tuned, we will analyze that together. Right, up next, just in, Donald Trump says many people are embracing Bitcoin and he's seeing more and more people wanting to pay in Bitcoin as well. So finally US starting to embrace Bitcoin, and definitely I think if Trump is elected at the next elections, that could be very bullish for the price. Right, up next, BlackRock Fidelity are buying millions worth of ETH before the ETF approval, and that is perhaps that rampage, buy the rumor, sell the news, that ETH is now going through, finding the strength in this momentum here to the upside, while Bitcoin is merely consolidating. Is now the time for ETH to catch up? We will go and analyze the price of ETH here together as well. Last up, just in, like I've mentioned during my introduction, Elon Musk teased the possibility of Doge payments on X. Let's go check out the price of Bitcoin, analyze Doge and Ethereum here together. Right, here on the 8 hour, looking at the price of Bitcoin, you can see still ranging here at the moment. And are we going to have this little momentum here to the downside, where we could either come and tap the support over here, where this highs should provide support for momentum here to the downside, for then a possible bounce to the upside, or are we going to keep on ranging here, first claim this resistance, which is also a monthly gap? Okay, what do I mean by a monthly gap? When you zoom, let me take the scribble out the way. When you zoom into the monthly, okay, let's go look at the monthly gap. You can see that this monthly candle over here, massive monthly candle, which we've now filled, but we haven't touched the wick of the previous month, and that is what I call a monthly gap. And generally speaking, when you start moving into the price action like this big momentum that we had here to the downside, you want to see us fill the entire body of the candle and perhaps stop there on the previous month wick, which I call the monthly gap. Almost there, not there just as yet. So are we going down first? Are we going up first to come and tap that level? Only time will tell, and as traders we trade level by level. Right, let's go back here onto the 8 hour and just look at the couple of scenarios over here. Okay, first scenario is we take a fib from the bottom to the top where we've made now the local top. And you can see that these highs are in confluence with the 0.382 over here. Okay, let's just do that. Right, for possible bounce. But it could also mean that we are going to get a little fake out here to the downside and then come for the retest. And what I'm looking at here specifically is we also have a daily level. When I switch on my daily levels, you can see here exactly at the 0.236, we have a daily level, which could mean that if we do find momentum down here, making people extremely bearish, okay, we're going to find more continuation here to the downside, and we have that SFP, you want to get acceptance back above this level to then come and claim the liquidity above these highs and also filling the monthly gap. So that's one trading scenario that I am watching. Another trading scenario is we shoot up from here, we fill the gap, and then we have perhaps a deeper correction here to the downside, making lower highs and then finding momentum perhaps here by the support provided by the recent highs. Okay, cool. So just quickly analyzing the price of Bitcoin here, a couple of scenarios from a higher time frame perspective, definitely keeping an eye on the 0.236 and also the 382, and further down also at a monthly level, the 50% FIB level, where we also have a naked daily level together with a little bit of a consolidation area over here and testing these highs. Okay, let's go and have a look at Dogecoin. What is Dogecoin doing? Right, let's zoom in to the daily and see from a higher time frame perspective, where are we? Okay, the reason I have this white box over here, because in my mind, this is a great accumulation zone. Okay, the percentage from the top to the bottom is quite significant. So you want a dollar cost average in this area, because look at where Doge came from. Okay, right, nice little drop over here of let's take from the top to the bottom, around about a 90% drop. So took quite a beating during the bear market, but now we found the floor, right? This is what I call the floor, and this is a great accumulation zone. So based on the tweets from Elon, this could be that moment where Doge is going to start exploding here to the upside. Okay, so let's go on to the 8 hour and analyze the price here together. Right, so we are still inside the accumulation zone, and for me, any price inside the accumulation zone is a dollar cost average strategy that needs to be aggressively applied. Okay, cool. So I've been tracking this momentum here to the downside, and we finally broke out. Right, almost breaking outside of the range, but then finding continuation back inside. Okay, so for now, the momentum that I'm tracking, just take that out the way, is this home line here to the upside. Okay, so potentially any touches back into this home line is great buying opportunities, and I would also set my alarm here, because you could have a scenario where we break, we have to be bearish and bullish. We could have a scenario where we retest, we break down, we retest it as resistance, and we find further continuation to the downside, where we could come and consolidate here by this support, right, for then momentum to the upside. So it's all dependent on what Bitcoin's next move is here as well. Okay, let's take the scribble out the way and zoom into a little bit of smaller price action over here. Let's go on to the 4 hour. Okay, for now, you can see I've been tracking this momentum quite aggressively, playing every single breakout here. I've been tracking this momentum. I played the breakout. We had a nice little claim of this high, which was my TP, my profit taking area. And now, from a lower time frame perspective, I am watching and observing this momentum here to the downside. Doge loves the little fake outs to the upside, so you need to place your trend lines quite strategically. Right, at the moment we are finding support above these highs. Okay, and you want to see the support hold for a potential breakout here to the upside. Okay, failing to hold the support could mean that we're going to find support at the home line, or we break down, we retest the support as resistance, and we break the trend for continuation here to the downside. Okay, cool. So is this Doge's time to shine? Only time will tell. It's about monitoring and observing the price reaction, and let's see what Bitcoin has in store for us as well. If Bitcoin still finds bullish momentum here to the upside, I definitely see a nice little breakout here from Doge to the upside to come and claim this high from a shorter time frame perspective. Right, let's also go and have a look at the price of Ethereum. Okay, Ethereum has been ranging, and you can see I have been tracking this momentum and the breakouts here to the upside, and every single breakout has claimed the high. Where you break out, you come, you claim the high. TP, profit taking area. You break out, you claim the high. You break out, you claim the high. You can see every time we've claimed the high, and now I'm tracking this momentum here to the downside. Currently, this consolidation here is holding as support, so it's all about observing the price reaction, is to say that nice little fake out here to the upside. Will the support hold for then that final breakout to the upside? Go and set your alarms. Select your trend line. Click on your little alarm over here. Let me just drag this inside. Click on your little alarm. I like to say once per bar, and you create your alarm, and you can receive either SMSs or push notifications to your phone if you have TradingView installed as an app on your phone. Right, set your alarms, go and relax and wait for the breakout. Observe price reaction. You want to see some green volume kicking in and for momentum to continue to the downside. From a bearish perspective is we could break the support, retest it as resistance to find further continuation here to the downside, to possibly even come and find support above these highs. So you want to see this area hold as support if we do break down here, right? And then you'll obviously just drag your trend line down for then momentum here to the upside. Right, for further information on the best trading strategy that I've just shared with you right here, my one-line trading strategy, please go and check out this video here above my head. Until the next one, cheers for now.